All right, sleep. Sleep's a big topic, right? So today on TJ's Tuesday Tidbits, we're going to be looking at sleep. Now, we got a lot of information to cover in a short amount of time, so I hope you got your pens and pencils ready because we're going to be going fast, okay? So when you look at sleep, you got to look at a few different things. Can I not fall asleep? Or can I fall asleep but I don't stay asleep? Those are two completely different topics, okay? One thing that we got to look at, when you look at sleep in general, you got to look at your melatonin. Melatonin is one of the most important things that you could ever come across when it comes in sleep. Serotonin is a big precursor to melatonin. Serotonin is one of our feel-good neurotransmitters, okay? That's why people with depression, anxiety, serotonin issues have sleep issues. Because in order to make melatonin, you need serotonin, okay? So remember that, because we're going to come back to that in a few minutes. Secondly, if you are constantly like a late night TV watcher, or you're reading your Kindle, or you have a lot of bright light at you before you go to bed, you're not going to sleep very well. Because one of the biggest things to produce melatonin is darkness. You turn off the lights, your melatonin increases, and then you can go to sleep. So if one of the number one things that you got is an issue falling asleep at night, and you're reading your Kindle or you're watching TV, and you wonder why, turn all that off, okay? And turn it off early so you can get to sleep. That could be a huge and easy fix for you, okay? Another thing dealing with the neurotransmitters is your neurotransmitter glutamate, okay? If you're wondering if you have too much glutamate, you can Google My Nutrition Data. I think it's actually mynutritiondata.com. Okay? If you go there, it'll tell you all the foods containing glutamate. Reduce glutamate. Stop eating those foods. If you stop eating those foods and you start sleeping better, that's a big idea that you're not getting glutamate out of your system, and then you're not falling asleep. How do you get glutamate out of your system? Glutamate transfers into GABA, right? I told you we were going to cover a lot of information on this one. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, which actually makes you fall asleep, okay, and actually helps you feel good. So, GABA is a big thing when it comes to your brain relaxation and sleep. How do we convert glutamate to GABA? Magnesium, vitamin B6, and niacin. Okay, three very important nutrients into getting glutamate to break down. Okay, so you start consuming some of those things at night before you go to bed. That can help you convert glutamate to GABA, and you can sleep better. Well, what's another way to do all these things that we're talking about? So we got serotonin, we got melatonin, we got magnesium, B6, niacin. Okay? One of the precursors now for serotonin is tryptophan. Well, where do you get tryptophan from? Tryptophan comes from your complex carbohydrates. Not your sugars, not your white potatoes, not your pastas or breads. Complex. We're talking your quinoa, we're talking your yams, okay? Wild rice, sweet potatoes. Those things are high in carbohydrates that you need, complex carbohydrates, and those release tryptophan, which influence serotonin, which creates melatonin, and then you sleep. You take that with a little vitamin B6, a little magnesium, and a little niacin, and you have kind of the perfect little remedy to get some sleep going, okay? So that's that issue, and I hope you wrote some of that down because that can be very important for sleep, okay? Now, a perfect example of that would be after a big carbohydrate meal and you feel tired, that's that tryptophan kicking in, okay? Now, you can also have adrenal issues. If your adrenals are ramped up too high, you're not going to be able to fall asleep. One of the biggest things you can do to help reduce that is don't drink coffee until 2 hours after you wake up in the morning. And then don't drink until don't have any caffeine after 2 o'clock, okay? Now, what if you fall asleep, but you don't stay asleep? Well, now you're running into sugar issues, and there's a whole lot of sugar issues. If that's the case, you need to come find me, and we'll work on that. A complex carbohydrate might help that because you might be running through your sugar stores too early in the night from your supper, okay? So, big cap scenario here. What are we going to do? We're going to turn off the lights and get a good quiet time before we go to bed. We're going to possibly try some magnesium, vitamin B6, some niacin. We're going to try a complex carbohydrate with maybe some ghee to offset the glycemic load before we go to bed at night. We can try reducing caffeine, try a little meditation time or relaxation time to get your adrenals to calm down so those cortisol levels aren't going up. And if all that doesn't work, or you're not ready to try all that, you need to come by me. We're going to get you on some serious adrenal support and some GABA and glutamate support to try and get you feeling better. We also run genetic profiles, which tells us a lot of that information. Now, like I said, that's a load of info, and you might have a lot of questions. If you do, contact us. FoldaFamilyChiro.com. You can get our website, email us, give us a call, 507-425-0025. We have a second clinic in Edgerton, Minnesota, other than Folda. Please feel free to give us a call because it's a big topic. And hopefully we'll see you next week where we're going to be talking about infantile colic. All right? Thanks, guys.